Hello and welcome to a weekly message from Jesus. I'm Barry Strohm and I will be channeling the words of our Lord today. He is prepared for his message, so without any delay, let us get started. Hello. Today I am once again returning to speak to you of a message that I feel is very important. I want you to realize how important it is that each of you participate in attempting to spread my words. Today is a time when your government agencies, your politicians, your very wealthy people are trying to tell you that I do not exist and that my words do not have any importance to you anymore. Well, I'm here to tell you that that is not true. If you do not choose to follow my teachings, then things will not go well for you. First of all, you need to understand that my words that Barry is speaking today and the advice that he is giving is the advice that I sent all of my advisors back when they started the great religions of the world. If you listened to his channelings of the other world religious leaders, you will understand that basically they're all the same. What happened was that religions became involved and individuals manipulated the words and the teachings. When you sort through that manipulation, you will find that basically my teachings are the same for all the world religions. Islam is a wonderful religion. Barry channeled with Muhammad. He was my servant that I sent back many years ago to formulate the foundation that would become one of the greatest religions of the world. People of Islam are wonderful people. I sent Muhammad back to talk of how people should understand that they need to live and coexist with one another. When I walked the earth, I talked of coexistence. I told all of my followers that they needed to understand that the most important thing was to show love to others and for them to get along with others. If you look at the Hindu religion, the teachings are very similar. What you must understand that there is a universal language of religion. All religions should teach love, coexistence, and following my words so that they get along with one another. Think how great a world it would be if everyone just listened to that message. I assure you that there are cultures on other planets that follow that. They know that they need to get along with others. If they don't, then perhaps they will destroy each other. That is a decision that you humans are rapidly approaching. There are countries that have incredible weapons. It would be possible for them to wipe out all Earth, all life on Earth, and then I would have to start over. I have put much time and energy into having humans evolve in learning to get along. Every time it seems like humans are learning the lesson, something happens that others teach against me, and evil grows, and once again they are fighting among themselves. Even all of the great religions have had the words of the masters changed through the years. Many individuals felt that they could do a better job of speaking my words or speaking the words of the masters such as Mohammed or Confucius or Buddha. They all thought that they could improve on their teachings. And I can assure you they could not. All they did was complicate the teachings and in many instances introduce fear where I had no intention of either myself or my masters speaking of fear. I want you to think of love. Love is the key. If you show anger and hatred, as I have told you every week, then others show anger and hatred towards you. All of the world religions should focus on that one word, love. If they did that, stop and think how wonderful it would be. There would be no racial discrimination. There would be no discrimination between the sexes. People would get along. On civilized planets, where people have learned my lessons, everyone gets along. That is the key to survival. If individuals learn that they need to show love and care to others, then all will be well. Today you are facing many problems. I have allowed you to learn technologies at a much greater pace. I felt that it was time that humans were at a decision point. They can now rapidly evolve so that they can communicate and get along with the other cultures, or they can destroy themselves. Sadly, I fear that is what your choice will be. I know that sounds very brutal to most of you, but I cannot impress on you enough the fact that you must all follow my words and make those that refuse to follow my words understand that they are indeed wrong and that they need to change. You have the ability to do that through your election process in the United States. Other countries are controlled by communist or socialist leaders, and it would be much more difficult for them. But a strong democracy in all of the free countries can join together, and they can do things that will eliminate the other governments peacefully. They can do things that will harm them economically and drive them out of the rule that they have chosen to have. I keep speaking to you about the need for action. I do this for a reason. It is time for people to understand that they are at a decision point. I cannot be more blunt than that. Each week I try to just give you a new message. Many of the messages are very similar because there are only so many things I can speak of because my teachings are so simple. How many different ways can you say the word love? How many different ways can you say coexist? How many ways can you say that you should show charity to others? So you see, my message is very simple. There are those of you that think that I speak the same words every week, and for that reason, do not listen to the messages. What you need to do is listen to the messages, tell others of them, and speak of them to others. My messages hold the key to human evolution. What I speak in my messages are the most important words that you will ever hear in your lifetimes. You can choose to ignore them because there will be a time that you will no longer have a human body and you will return into the realms. What you have done before you return will be very critical. So I'm hoping today that I can have all of you listening take action, speak of me, and just simply love one another. What could be more simple? When I walked the earth, I spoke simple words. Mohammed spoke simple words. Buddha, Confucius, all of the great leaders, they had basically simple messages for the people. Just because the messages got complicated through the years, the messages were still very simple. So return to those simple messages. Love one another. Show charity towards one another. Be kind. Drive anger and hatred from your hearts. and you will not believe how wonderful you will feel. I can assure you of this. So I'm going to leave you again. Next week I'll return. And I'm sure you will say that I'm saying the same words over and over, because I probably will be. I will say love, I will say coexist, and I will say get along with one another. If you think that is too simple for you, then maybe you should look into your soul and ask yourself what you are sent back to accomplish. So once again, I bless all of you. I will return next week, and I will have another message. So goodbye, love one another, and hope that that message will stick with other individuals. Goodbye. Thank you so much once again, Father. Another powerful message. We will be back next week again with another message. Please listen. Please tell others. It's so important. Not only does your soul future depend on it, but the soul futures of all of those around you that do not comply to his teachings will have problems. So goodbye. I will be back next week. God bless. And may you have a wonderful week.